Hey everyone, Sensei Victoria Whitfield here from strategicmeditation.com, your journey partner in business, helping impact-driven entrepreneurs and leaders like you get and stay grounded and clear in mind, body, and business so that you can make more money, make more impact, serving the soulmate clients and the purpose that you've been called to in the world. So, this is your business energy flow forecast from my mansion here in New Jersey, right, for the week of July 26th. Go Gadget Hands, 26th of 2023. And the reason why I do these energy flow forecasts is because sometimes there may be an energetic issue stopping you or affecting your ability to take the actions necessary to grow your business and serve your purpose, right? To love your people to the fullest extent. There also may be an energetic issue that is affecting your performance that you'll want to be on the lookout for in this week ahead for July 26th of 2023. And so last week we had the new moon, and this week we are now fully into Leo energy and we are waxing. So in the manifestational cycle with the moon, that means that the energy is increasing as it waxes, right? New moon, no moon in the sky. It waxes to slowly reveal the reflection of the sun off of the face of the moon. And then when it is full and round, which is coming next week, on the 1st of August is the next full moon. When it's full, that means it's time to release. The new moon is all about receiving. It is launching our desires, our visions into the universe, right? Speaking the word so that it may be so. Speaking the word so that it may be so. Speaking the word so that it may be so. In the words of Florence Scovel Shinn, that is who I am quoting. And shout out to you if you have a similar favorite book of all time, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. I love that book. It's you could open any page and receive such a powerful word. Highly recommend. By the way, have you seen the annual reading, July? And it's in the description if you want to click through and watch it for July 2023. It's all about making a mess. Do it scared, do it imperfect, say it worried, say it anxious, just say it, just get it out, just do it, take the action. You are unleashing yourself this month in particular. And so really excited for this week's message from my spirit guides. They were very specific. They said, stir the pot. This week, your message, your role, what you got to be looking out for is you need to stir the pot. I know that you don't normally want to, and I know that you're a good person, you're a giver, you're energy sensitive, so you like to make sure everybody's okay and taken care of, and sometimes at the expense of yours truly, right? But this week the message is to stir the pot as we are waxing up towards the full moon and the realization of the goals, the visions, the wishes that we made with the new moon, the things that we spoke into fruition. In the spirit of taking imperfect action, you are called upon, nice blue throat chakra, to offer maybe some feedback or to reveal what hasn't been revealed yet, or to engage in the difficult conversation. And you may upset somebody this week, but I'm hearing from my spirit guides, upset them. Let them have it. Let them eat it. If they're upset, they should be, because you are in the right this time. The thing that has been bothering you, that's been kind of grinding your gears, and you've been kind of sitting on and pushing off, pushing down, a disrespect, a misunderstanding, a consistent mistake, maybe from your kids, maybe from your team members, maybe from your boss disrespecting you or overlooking, right, taking advantage of you or taking credit for your work, maybe from the township, right, an offense or an oversight. It's time for you to stir the pot. You are not to be quiet this week. So I've got all the blues, all the blue energy. I'm coming at you like a human throat chakra activation here, right? I got my Larimar. Oh, no, I've got my blue, my rainbow moonstone. I don't know if you can see. There it goes. Yeah, nice shock of blue feldspar up in there to get you activated right at the top. And I also have some beautiful blue tiger's eye from Hawaii with koa wood, which in Hawaiian, mahalo and aloha to all my Hawaiians. Koa is all about courage. It is a sacred wood that is endangered, right? So it's such an honor to get to support the artisans who work with this precious sacred wood and bring that to you. I got all the throat chakra energy of like, okay, stir the pot. This is your week. July 26th of 2023. Get yourself ready. You're ready to stir the pot. Stop with the story about, well, I don't want to upset the apple cart, or I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable here, or I don't want to disturb the peace, or I just want to keep the peace. I want to keep the harmony. So for this week, whatever the situation is, I'm hearing from my guides, you need to speak up. Who are you being an advocate for? Who are you standing up for? Is it for one of your children, right? Is it for trans people? Is it for men of color, right? Is it for women business owners? Is it for elder care? Is it for immigrant? Who are you being called to advocate for? What are you being called to give voice to that may not have the ability to vocalize itself? Is it nature and protecting our forests, our animals at the shelters, our rescues? Who are you here to give voice to, right? I feel like a fire in the energy. I feel fire, lots of passion coming from your throat chakra, unleashed. And say it scared. Stutter and cry and spit your way through it. Don't spit on anybody, but just don't worry about looking like I have it together as I deliver this terrible review of your service. No, it's that was bad. And this needs to stop, because this is a health hazard. And I don't know if you're aware of it, but this can be much better if you just change this one thing. And I want to be the one to help you realize this. I want to help. I'm here to help. You are stirring the pot to help. You are not stirring the pot this week to be dramatic and cause problems. And yes, I said cause, because what state am I in and from? Jersey, baby. With that, let's get to the card of the week, shall we? For July 26th of 2023, it is the Seven of Fire. And the Seven of Fire says, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. And I'm going to read some more from the book, which, by the way, is Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. Stand your ground and don't back down. You might need to defend your beliefs or decisions, and you will be successful. It is important to assert yourself and go for what you want. There's strength in adversity, and you have got what it takes. Stand up for your convictions. Stay alert and vigilant. Don't drop your guard just because you're in the right. Others may envy what you possess, so be on the lookout for that as well. Additional meanings of this card: choosing your battles wisely, learning to say no, having self-confidence, courage, challenging those in power, and persevering. Stir the pot. Don't back down, right? You have something to offer. Your point of view is valid. You matter. You matter to this organization. You matter in this family. You matter to this town, this neighborhood, this state, this country. You matter to this world, this race, this era. You matter. And when you're stirring the pot, you are being a positive catalyst for positive change. The intention, though, is to be a positive catalyst for positive change. And this is especially potent for those of us who are recovering people pleasers. I know this comes back a lot because, takes one to know one, right? For those of us as impact-driven entrepreneurs and leaders, we've experienced some challenges and seen some injustices that mobilize us to action. That is why we do what we do in our lives, in our communities, in our businesses, in our companies. That's our purpose, comes from the pain and the injustice and the imbalance. But you can't be a healing force for positive change if you don't get up and say something, if you're afraid to stir the pot. Maybe in the past, right, being kind to ourselves, and honoring like the part that may feel triggered by this message. Maybe in the past, when you spoke up before, you were shamed, blamed, you were yelled at, maybe abused, misunderstood, made fun of, or even worse yet, ignored. And on behalf of the entire tribe, we are sending healing energy to that wounded part of your heart and throat chakra, to that part of your inner child that gave up and said, you know what? If you leave me crying in the room and you don't come running, no one's coming running. So I'm never gonna cry out again. I'm just gonna shut down. No. That is a wound. That is time for it to heal. Especially this week, we need your voice. There's something that you need to stir the pot about. We're going to call on your courage. We call on Leo. This is my lion's mane. All right. Call on Leo. Stand in your power. Stand in your message. And in that purpose, wanting to do good, right? That is the highest expression of Leo, is taking care of the people, being courageous, and being bright and proud as the representative of the people, right? Shining, not because, look at me, I'm a Leo, I need attention. But no, it's, look at me, I represent a nation of underserved, undervalued, overlooked individuals. So yeah, look at me, because you're not gonna miss us. No one will, as long as I'm here, right? I'm gonna advocate for my people. You are a nation. You are a nation. In fact, when I was doing my high-end group program, now I focus on one-on-ones, but I would always teach my groups of leaders, like, you're a nation. Pee break. But also, while you're going to pee, remember that you are a nation. You represent substrata of people, right? There's a segment, a niche that you represent. Who do you represent? While you go pee, right? Pee on this thought. Who are you the advocate for? Who do you represent, right? If I were to stand in my nation, I am a nation of impact-driven entrepreneurs and leaders who are deeply empathic, intuitive, and spiritual, who come from a traumatic background and converted that into power and healing and service and compassion and love, non-judgmental, fun-loving, humorous, queer, strange, alternative, out-of-the-box, colorful, artistic beings who come from all races, all shapes and sizes, but who can easily blend in and disappear, but are ready to step out and advocate for themselves, for their visions, and for the presence of the Holy Spirit in all things, regardless of any type of spiritual belief, right, or religious upbringing. It's about embodying the universe and universal love here and now, especially through business sustainably. So who do you represent, right? I am both black and white, right? I am young and I'm old to some people, right? I'm an entrepreneur, but I also have a background in medical and nonprofit and education. I'm also an artist as well as a musician and like a classically trained singer. There's so many peoples that we as individuals represent, and it is on behalf of them that this week in particular you need to stir the pot. By the way, you know what's coming. Do you need my help with that? This is not for nothing, kind of a tall order from Spirit to stir the pot. Yikes, right? Does that make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, or are you having a hard time even discerning, well, what am I supposed to stir the pot about? Because I'm ready to stir every pot ever, but then I kind of burn my bridges. So can you help me find like the pot to stir? How do I perceive that and receive it? Or how do I release all of the previous negative experiences I've had of speaking up for myself? Right here, happy to support you, whether you're coming here to the mansion or over the phone internationally. Go ahead, text me 732-903-8573 if you want to ask more about us working together, or send us an email at team@victoriawhitfield.com to inquire about more information of us working together, right? Or if you want me to come to your organization, right, your group, your company, your organization, speak on this, get some positive energy and inspiration, innovation going in your team, reach out. Let's collab. Would love to come by you rather than you come here to the mansion. Let's do it. So that concludes our July 26, 2023 Business Energy Flow forecast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and tag a friend below. Make sure you share this with someone who needs to hear this message of, come on, stir the pot this week. Sending you so much love. You do not have to lose your glow as you grow in life and business. See you next time. Bye for now.